What's up, Felicity Reds? I am back with another live stream once again. A wonderful Saturday evening live stream. So, yeah, I would like to welcome everyone to my live stream today. It's going to be another crossover where people can join the panel. As you remember, I mentioned previously that I am going live once a week on Saturdays. During the summer, I might switch that up, but for now, it's once a week. So, yeah. What's up, Shay? Welcome. Welcome aboard. American Dude 1776. What's up? I started a little bit earlier. I was originally going to start it around 6:30, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But I'm starting it early today. So we have a special guest I would like to add to the panel. So welcome, Jimmy Sapphire Blue.
Hello. How's it
Hello
going?
there. Going
How's
well.
it going? Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well too. I mean, nothing much, but yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
So today we had a thunderstorm, and I posted that to YouTube. I made a video on it. So yeah, my mom, she brought home some snacks from work. So now I have a couple snacks.
Yeah. I apologize if you hear the background noise. I'm playing my video.
Other than that, I basically
Yeah. I don't know if you hear the background noise, but I'm playing my.
that's okay. But other than that, I basically just relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. But anyways, yeah, basically, other than everything else, I just relaxed today. It was pretty hot. I turned the AC on,
Yeah.
and oh yeah, I added to my Instagram as well. I added a new story, so you can check that out before it expires.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my AC fixed. You know, it was, I mean, I probably told you this before, but I got my AC system fixed and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't working right, so I had to had the repair guy to come take a look at it, and he was able to fix it, and he did a check on the outdoor air conditioning unit to make sure it's working well before the summer heat comes, which is pretty much kind of here now.
Yeah, it's good. At least you have that fixed. I mean, our ACs are working good. My mom finally has enough money to buy a new one now that she's working. I mean, we're still gonna keep ours. Like the one in the living room is in rough shape. That's the one that I used to have here in my bedroom. That one's in rough shape, but it does still work well. But we're preparing for when it dies out. So my mom's gonna buy a new one.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't want to instantly buy it now because it would be good to have it, but at the same time, you know, there's barely any room in this house, and we'd have nowhere to put it. So my mom's just gonna wait until it goes. It's still working great now, so that's good. And also, you can probably notice I was able to finally change my profile avatar here. I was working on that, and I did it before I started the live stream, so that's edited and updated, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
We're well prepared today.
What?
I said I was talking about how I was able to change my avatar there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
See
You know,
the
I
new
do plan.
profile picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
See,
told you guys last week I was planning on changing it, and I finally did. So go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I do plan on going live on my birthday, like around maybe 6 or 7 p.m. I'm not sure, but I don't know if you'll be interested in joining.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, but I'm gonna be 26 this year, which is crazy. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing for my future. Birthdays are. I mean, the only thing I like about birthdays is when you get cool gifts and stuff. But other than that, I just don't really care for it. Like sometimes I just, don't really care about my birthday. Like sometimes I just, want to do it. Why am I, brought into this world and stuff from all the, just to be exposed to all the toxicity that this world offers me.
I mean, well, birthdays were a lot of fun when I was younger because like my family would throw me a birthday party, and even my friends would come over. Like that was awesome. I wish we could have more of that in this day and age, but like I missed that, and I would always get gifts. Not that that doesn't happen no more necessarily, but like there's no one here to throw a party or anything. So I just basically treat it like a normal day.
Yeah. I mean, I do plan on getting another shark vacuum, which I definitely am looking forward to. And there might be some other vacuums I plan on collecting, so maybe I'll get some money to save up. So there's this one vacuum that I also
Yeah, I'm
do
trying to
want to
save
kind of
my
get.
money too.
Yeah. Sorry. There's also this one vacuum that's a bagged vacuum, but it's a very bright blue color from Prolax. I saw it on Amazon. It does like cost a little over $300, but I really want to get that because it's a beautiful blue color. So
Yeah.
yeah, I especially like vacuums that are blue color since it's my favorite. I mean, my sharks do have a little bit of blue on them, just only on the brush roll, and but the body itself is like all silver and gray. But that's okay. I mean, I still like shark. But yeah, Shark is my favorite vacuum brand. I love how powerful and quiet they are.
Yeah, they are pretty nice. I still love mine. We're gonna use it later on in the live stream, like at the very end.
Cool.
So
But I also like on my Hoover, which is also blue too. Even though it's a little bit louder, but it doesn't really bother me too much because I have earplugs I can just wear to reduce the noise. So because I have very simple earplugs, I can just put them in and they're reusable. But when they get dirty enough, I can just wash them with soap and water real quick.
yeah, I don't play Roblox. I never have.
Yeah, I don't really care about Roblox, because it's just honestly overrated, and I don't really care about it. Like,
I mean,
especially
like
when there's like,
I don't mind if other people play it. If that's what they want to do, that's their right.
yeah, yeah, I don't mind if I have friends that play and stuff, but as long as they don't keep like,
You know, the
pushing
game
me.
that you guys know the game I've been recently playing was the new Super Mario Brothers Wii, but I found myself playing that too much. I just want to break from that. Now, I do want to play that in my live stream, but I don't know if we're gonna do that today because I'm just kind of gotten a little. I play that game so much now I'm getting sick of it again. And then there'll be a period of time where I'll be dying to play it again, and then I'll definitely be playing it a lot more again. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
it's kind of weird.
when you play the same game over and over again. I should probably get more games. But Mario is the only one that I'm strongly interested in with the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. So
Yeah, yeah. I have some enemy units attacking my base on the game that I'm playing right now, so I'm defending myself. Yeah, this year is already almost halfway over, and it's going pretty good for me, so I'm happy.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty positive. I guess because lately I've been encountering people that are very nice and stuff. Like, when I showed them about my hobbies, about my firearms I collect, they thought it was really really cool. So
Yeah, that's good though. That's very good.
there was even this one guy when I was taking a road trip with my dad that works on the ferry system. When I took a ferry ride across the river in North Carolina, and when I told him that I like Shark, he says that he likes Shark too. So Shark is his favorite brand, so that's something that we have in common. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because if you guys remember, I told you how I used to have mean neighbors, like, and they would always purposely listen uh, to when I would test my fire alarms. That way, they could purposely call the fire department, and I'm like, who do you people think you are? For one, it's none of your business, and secondly, you don't just assume because yeah, like if there's something really bad going on somewhere else, that's a waste of the fire department's time and they can't go to the actual emergency. So that's a big deal. That's why you don't do things like that. If you're really concerned, what you should do, go to the person's house, knock on their door, see if everything's going okay. That's what they should have done. But no, they had to call the fire department. You don't ever do that unless you know 100% there's an emergency. Like if you 100% see a fire, you smell it. Not just if you hear a fire alarm going off, it doesn't always necessarily mean there's a fire. It could be a test or a false alarm. So you don't just if like I understand people are concerned, but again, you can't just do it that way because some people like me love fire alarms and like to have our own fire alarms that we set off. So we're not trying to disturb anyone. We only do it because we love it.
Yeah. My neighbors, I told my neighbors about my fire alarms, and they were totally cool with it. When I showed them my alarms, they thought it was pretty cool. There was even one of my neighbors gave me a pole station for free. Like I think it was in 2023 when he gave me a free pole station.
And I remember I had to move my fire alarms to different parts of the house so my neighbors wouldn't hear them. That way they wouldn't hear it and they wouldn't call, because we couldn't have that. That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst part is? The fire chief was siding with them. It's like we're not the ones calling you. I'm just minding my own business doing my thing.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Hi, I'm Alex Pisaki. How you doing? But yeah, luckily, I have some friends that work in the fire department. That's at a park that's like maybe a 5-minute bike ride from my place. And when I showed them my fire alarms, they thought it was cool too. So, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I just wish that people were just more accepting and more open and understanding instead of being judgmental.
Yeah, I had to deal with that the other day. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but yeah, it's just certain individuals I got to deal with, who just judge me for my struggles. Like, for example, like just certain things that I struggle with and, having learning disabilities, and I get criticized for that. It's like, I can't stand that crap.
Yeah.
Like, you're not the one who has learning disabilities. You never had to go through that. So who are you to judge me for it? Oh, you got to try. Yeah, I do, but it's too much. Have you ever heard of unbearable stress? That's what it is.
Yeah, I had to deal with that, a long time ago too, during my mid-teenage years, and it was just very hard. It was just horrible, and yeah, like certain family members of mine, which I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but certain family members of mine were just very toxic and trying to push me out of my comfort zone, so I just cut ties with them, and yeah, which I'm proud of it.
Like, I understand people. I get that people care about us, and that's great, but I don't think pushing someone out of their comfort zone is always the right choice because by doing that, you're not respecting their boundaries. And that's an issue because you want people to feel respected. You don't want them to feel pushed because that makes them feel disrespected. I understand that's not always someone's intention to do that, but that's why you got to pay attention. If you're going to do that, like you got to be mindful, if it's making someone uncomfortable, that's obviously not helping them whatsoever. Like I don't agree with being pushy whatsoever. I think that's totally toxic and wrong regardless. Let people push themselves, at a boundary where they feel respected,
Yeah, that's why I prefer to hang out with people that are more chill and go with the flow. That's what the type of person I am.
And there's times where I got to deal with strict people every day and there's nothing I can do about it. They're just there. It sucks, but it's just the way things are sometimes. And there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to, unfortunately, deal with it until it's over with.
Yeah. That's why I sometimes believe life isn't worth living if you're having to suffer just to survive. Not trying to be suicidal or anything, but it's honestly the reasons why, life isn't worth living if you gotta suffer constantly just to survive.
Well,
like just
I don't gotta deal with that every single second. It's just sometimes, certain days,
Yeah. I haven't been dealing with that lately, thank God, and I hope I never have to deal with that anymore. But I've dealt with that in the past, and it's just horrible. Like I was just so depressed and so
It
miserable.
just people need to learn to be more respectful. Like, don't push us, don't be stern with us. There's really no need for that. Like, if a person's giving you a hard time, then you don't have a choice. That I get. But if people are innocent and just go through struggles, you have no right to be hard on them or be a narcissist and think you're better than them when you're not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Like, I believe in kindness. I don't believe in being pushy or judging a person. Just because I'm great at something, it doesn't give me a right to freaking push them and expect them to be great at it. Like, that's not how it works. It's not how it works with every single person out there. Like, everyone's different, you know? Like,
Yeah,
not everyone is always going to be good at things that you're good at, especially because I'm autistic. I'm an autistic person. I have learning disabilities. So there's things that I'm going to struggle with my whole entire life. And other people need to be understanding of that instead of picking on me for it and bullying me because of it, making me feel less of a person, even though I'm not. I'm not telling you I feel that way. I'm not letting them bring me down. I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah. I hate those
Like, it's
people.
ridiculous. So there's no reason to be hard on a person.
Oof.
Yeah. So why I just want to take a second and share my appreciation to those who do respect me for who I am, those who are willing to give me a chance of being their friend. That really means a lot. I do appreciate it, for
Yeah,
those,
I'm always there for you, Dale.
yeah, because those who respect me for who I am, like that, that's what I appreciate. But for those who, are strict with me, well, screw them, because that's narcissism. I don't let that bring me down, like I said. Because if a person is strict, that tells you that they're a narcissistic person and they think they're better than you when they're not.
Yeah, I don't like those people.
It's like, have you ever heard of being kind? Obviously not. Like, I take that very offensively.
Yeah, I don't like those people.
It's like, I shouldn't have to take orders from anyone. That's not what I'm here for. Like, I understand there's certain things that have to be done. I get that. But when a person's forcing you to do this and that and telling you what to do, like that's absolutely unacceptable. Like, come on, like, stop making people uncomfortable. Like, all you're doing is disrespecting them. How would I react when I first heard a fire alarm go off? Oh, you mean when I was younger? Well, at first I was really scared of it, but then I got used to it. Then I eventually loved it. I don't know what happened. What exactly happened on Wednesday, Shay? I'm trying to think back.
I think I remember the. Well, I definitely do remember the first fire alarm that I heard going off was a Spectral Classic, and that's why it's one of my favorite fire alarms because it was the fire alarm that I grew up seeing when I practiced fire drills at school, and that's why I have quite a lot of Spectral Classics in my fire alarm collection. But of course, I do
Are you
also like
talking
the.
about?
Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I do, I also like, the EST Integrity Horn Strobe, which I still have one, but I do want to, I'm kind of getting back into collecting fire alarms. I'm still going to try to find some rare ones, but I do want to get another EST Integrity Horn Strobe, and I do need to get another pole station because I don't have very much, and I kind of want to get like one or two more pole stations, like something good that I can find. Because and also, how you mentioned when you say that you prefer metal pole stations better than plastic.
Yeah.
I do notice that one of my plastic pole stations that was a Firelight BG12, the one that one of my other online friends gave it to me for free. Well, the switch is jammed up and like I can't like flip it back or down or anything. It's just all stuck there for some reason. So I don't know
Yeah,
if it's broken or.
I want to get that pole station myself, but I really do want to stick to the metal ones more because those are gonna last a long time. They're not gonna break or have any malfunctions the way that plastic ones can. Like, not to mention after a while plastic gets brittle. I mean, metal can rust, but it is still stronger than plastic. Plastic, like, it weakens over time and gets more brittle. Like
Yeah.
especially if it's outside somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I prefer metal pole stations. Like the plastic pole stations. Like my favorite plastic pole station is a Simplex 2099. You know, it's a thicker plastic, and I just like the quick and pull and reset. But yeah, I do plan on getting more pole stations. Like I do want to get another blue one that I saw on a website. I think it's where I got the LED outstairs. I do want to get that. But yeah. But I do like the metal
Yeah,
T
I don't
part.
know if I told you guys, but I had a fire drill back on Tuesday morning. Oh yeah, Shay. Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, that was nerve wracking for me at first too. But those things happen sometimes, and yeah, I know it's unexpected. It kind of it caught me off guard too. But yeah, just sometimes those things happen, and I know it's a little scary at first. Like I get that, you know.
Yes, I still don't like when fireworks go up unexpectedly and it scares the crap out of me. Because yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, we had one on Tuesday. Like honestly, I like surprise drills better. Of course, it scares the heck out of me. But like if I know it's gonna go off, then I'll have anxiety that it's gonna startle the crap out of me and be like extremely loud. As much as I love the fire alarms, I just don't like having anxiety that it's gonna be
yeah,
loud. So that's why I like the surprise one where I don't know, and then it suddenly happens, and I'm like, it scares me at first, but I'm like, yay, it's a fire drill, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
'Cause
even though I,
that's how. Go
I mean, I
ahead.
would, I mean, I would definitely would feel less anxious if it goes off unexpectedly without me knowing. Because yeah, like when you know it's going to go off randomly, you start to get anxiety and this feeling that's going to scare the crap out of you. Yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Shay, I feel bad when that happens. I'm sorry. It sucks. I don't like seeing you like that at all. But yeah, I'm always here for you. Don't forget that.
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
But yeah, when we had the drill on Tuesday, like it was a surprise one. It startled me at first, but like it was really fun though. So that those are the drills I like where it's unexpected. That way I'm happy like once it starts. I have no idea it's about to happen before. So those are my favorite ones. I hate when the laptop gets hot.
yeah. I mean, I'm using a laptop to play my game right now. I mean, I haven't really noticed it's getting hot. Maybe because I have a fan blowing on it. But yeah,
It's the bottom of the laptop, like underneath, it gets a little hot after a while. But that's just what happens. It just
you know,
happens.
I just noticed that the bottom of my laptop underneath is hot as well. I don't know if it's bad if you leave it on for a while to catch fire. But, I mean, is it bad for what can catch fire?
I don't think so. But that's no problem, Shay. I know I'm not the most social person, while I'm there, but that doesn't mean that I'm not here for you. Like I promise I'm always gonna be there. Like if you ever need a hug or anything, I got you.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Even though I'm not a social person, but I'll always try my best to bring people up if they're feeling down and stuff. I know I know
And
exactly
it's,
how some people feel like that, like when they're feeling, you know,
yeah, that's another thing I want to say. Like, I've been trying to be more social, and it does work, but like sometimes it can be very hard for me to start like a conversation. That's definitely something that I'm like, unless I feel really comfortable talking to a certain person, that's different. But yeah, yeah, Shay, I understand when those things happen. It is definitely a little scary. I get that. Like it kind of made me wonder what the heck's going on, you know. But it's all good, you know. Like if that happens again, maybe I'll definitely be there for you.
yeah. But yeah, lately the
Like,
kids,
and I don't care if the teachers tell me I can't get up. If that happens again, you have a panic attack, I'm gonna go there and sit right next to you and comfort you and make you feel better because I'm a true friend.
that's the one thing I hate about teachers, that they'll criticize us when we're trying to do the right thing. Like that's the one thing that honestly does kind of piss me off, is that when when certain people will criticize us when we're trying to do the right thing, what a true human being should be.
I don't know, Shay. I feel like it's kind of a personal thing. So
But yeah, don't you hate it when you get criticized for, like, when you're trying to do the right thing by being a good friend?
yeah, screw that. That's why I don't like controlling people. It's like,
Yeah, like some of my teachers were like that, when I dealt with them and stuff. I mean, there was like this one time where I kind of got in trouble for giving one of my strict teachers the middle finger. I did get in trouble, but honestly, I don't regret for what I did, because that's what she deserves for treating
but
me like
yeah, but
garbage.
if you're wondering what Shay was talking about, like there was an incident that happened, back on Wednesday, and it was just like one of the students was just having an episode, like that happens every once in a while. But yeah, like I know it's scary, but once in a while those things happen, and it's just you know, yeah. I
But
hope
yeah,
this thing isn't glitching on me.
I really hate it when people criticize us when we're trying to do the right thing. Yeah, that's really the reasons why I prefer animals better than humans. So.
I'm definitely grateful for the good people that I have in my life. Of course, the bad ones, yeah, I don't care about them, but the good people I have, the good friends I have, like I will always be grateful for them and I will always be there for them just like they're there for me, you know?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I don't really talk about politics on here no more. I mean, honestly, I to be fair, I got sick of hearing it myself.
Yeah, that's why, sometimes I wish politics never exist. Like,
Oh wow, those are cute emojis. I
I
like
like those.
those.
Oh, cool. But yeah, I personally wish politics never existed, because, it's just nothing but nonsense that causes division. Like, I don't really care about it. Like, that's why I focus on being an earthling and, like, you know, being proud of, being a proud nature lover, especially since I prefer nature a lot better than society.
And the thing I find annoying is when people, talk about, their own political views. Like I understand they're expressing their opinion, but no offense, I think people should just keep that to themselves because, yeah, it honestly is controversial. I don't like seeing controversial topics. Not only is it annoying, but it's also just a lot of controversy, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially when people cut ties with each other because of it. Like that's ridiculous. Like just let people have their own opinions. Hold on, Shay. I'll check it out right now on my iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Buzz 29 293 fan. I agree with you. Politics should be banned because, what good does that do other than cause unnecessary drama? Like, that's why I focus on being an earthling and being a nature lover because, I love
Oh yeah.
nature.
Oh, hold on, Jimmy. Can I say something really fast?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Shay. That sounds great. I like that. All right, go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was replying to Buzz 2093 fan. But yeah, I do agree politics should be banned because there's no need for it. It's just nothing but useless division. I mean, useless nonsense that causes division. But yeah, I just focused on being an earthling and a nature lover. I mean, like, because one of my other friends I chatted with last night, he was telling me that he's gonna live like an animal. Now, it doesn't mean that he's going out in the jungle and live like an animal, but just like not care about just like what animals do. Like they don't care about this or that instead of all the man-made garbage and stuff. And that's what I'm gonna honestly be like. It's just not care because what good does that do? I got too much important things in life to focus on. But yeah.
And as far as video ideas go, like I know my mom recommended, cooking videos. I recommend maybe showing us your vacuum, things like that. Honestly, I don't have a lot of suggestions either. I'm trying to think of them the best I can, because even I feel like even I run out of video ideas. It sucks. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting. But we had a thunderstorm, so I figured I would make a video of that. Then I posted a video of my lanyard too, having fun with that. I know how much everyone loves that when I do that, so I figured I would upload that.
Yeah, I haven't been posting anything publicly at all. I mean, I still post things, but it's only set to unlisted. That way, only a certain amount of people that I trust can watch it and stuff. Not only where I won't have to deal with a hater line harassing me, but also with YouTube's stupid guidelines that always like falsely would take down, and I get nervous that will happen to me. And like, yeah, I don't want my main channel to get terminated because like it would be just like I would be so pissed off if that would
Yeah,
happen.
unfortunately, I had to take down a handful of old live streams because of that. Like, because I don't want it to get taken down for medical misinformation nonsense or whatever.
Yeah, YouTube is being a bit tyrannical nowadays. But yeah, that's why
Like,
I've
I
been.
understand if certain things are like, I know that certain things are controversial, but at the end of the day, like I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite after what I just said, but like, like there should be no rule about speaking our opinion. Like we should still be able. Like I know certain things should be personal, but at the end, like people should have a right to their own opinion, though. But like as long as like you just got to express it, in an appropriate way. You got to express it the right way.
And plus, there's videos that are disturbing and that involves graphic violence that YouTube doesn't do anything to take them down, which is messed up.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But yet they go after innocent people, which is unacceptable. Like innocent people don't deserve that. I don't. I just don't get it. I really don't. But here's the good news. I don't. I just try not to pay attention to it. I just focus on my awesome channel and making great progress. I'm already making a good amount of money, and I'll get my next paycheck soon. I can't wait because I'm gonna buy some more fire alarms with that money.
But yeah, plus I've been watching videos that I enjoy, such as nature and animals and all that stuff, and people rescuing animals from danger and stuff. And yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
Despite there are some toxicity in this world, but at least there's some goodness in this world. But yeah, that's why I like animals a lot better than people because animals are just very chill. Like when I watch documentaries of like, there's like this one storm chaser that I really absolutely enjoy watching. Like not only is he a storm chaser, but also he documents wildlife and interacts with wild animals, and he's really awesome. So yeah, I enjoy
yeah.
watching his content.
Yeah, so we'll chat for a little bit, then we'll go outside for a little while. It is wet because we had a storm earlier, but I mean, we're gonna stay on the porch, obviously. But I was hoping it would be nice, for outside time, but unfortunately, it's gonna be wet. I think the rain. It might still be raining. Just let me check. I gotta check the weather in my town. Right now, it's 67 degrees, and okay, the rain stopped, but it might start again later on in the night. It's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna rain Monday. Geez, we have a lot of rain.
I cut the grass today because there's a possible chance for a thunderstorm coming. So it's a good thing I cut the grass, which it doesn't take very
Yeah,
long. It's like 5 minutes to cut the grass because because I have quite of a small yard, but it's not like too small and stuff. But it's still like big enough where I can just run around and get wet from a
let's
sprinkler.
see. So it's gonna rain tonight. It's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna rain Monday. It's gonna rain Tuesday, and then it's gonna rain Wednesday. Then Thursday, it's finally gonna be sunny, more sunny out. It's like, I mean, I understand we need rain sometimes, but like rain every day is too much.
Yeah, it does get boring and stuff, but I mean, I enjoy the rain during the springtime, especially we can have the windows open and listen to it. And it does feel relaxing. Plus, I like the smell of it too when it washes down the pollen.
Now, I do cherish the rain we have in April because that's what brings us flowers. April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, spring is definitely my favorite season of the year. It's already like, we're already like, in the final 4 months of spring, and then before we know, it'll be summer. Which, I enjoy summer, but it does get a pain in the butt where it gets really hot and humid, and I mean, I enjoy going to the beach and stuff, but like, once it gets to September, then I'm ready for some nice cooler weather to start coming.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hang out with friends this summer. That's a guarantee. Like it absolutely needs to happen without a doubt. Like I'm not gonna sit here the whole summer in my room all the time. Like that gets crazy boring. Of course, I used to have friends who I would hang out with, but they were just toxic people. So I cut ties with them last year. So I'm relying on my new friends that I have now to hang out with them. Like my mom will legit drop me off at their house. It's not like they have to come pick me up. My mom will legit, drop me off over there, and she might even pick me up later on too. So, yeah,
Oof, man.
so what you got going on there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm just still playing my game. I'm setting up
Oh,
nuclear missile launchers to defeat enemy bases. Like this game that I'm playing is called Total Annihilation, which is a very old game from 1997. So it's a CD that you install to your computer and you play it and stuff. And I've been playing this since 2005, so I've been playing this game for 20 years.
that's cool.
So yeah, because I'm not really because my brother and my dad used to play that game a lot when I was little, and I used to kind of watch them and stuff. And now I'm playing it all by myself, and I'm pretty good at it. I mean, it is hard and stuff, but there's like a lot you can learn from it. It's like, but yeah, it's really cool once you get the hang of it. Ugh. But yeah, I don't really care about the overrated games like Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite and Roblox and all that because they're just overrated. And I don't really care for them. Ugh. Like I don't really go out to like social gatherings where there's like lots of people and stuff because it would trigger my anxiety.
Yeah, I'm the
Ugh.
same way. Like I don't feel comfortable around strangers I don't know because like you never know. Like, and that's something I had to deal with Tuesday morning. Like there was this neighbor, one of the new neighbors that moved in recently. Like she was just sitting outside. Like when I went to the bus stop, she was just sitting out there, and then she put her trash out and she rudely moved my bin out of the way, And then once I came home later on, I didn't see my garbage cans there, or I didn't see my garbage and recycling bins. That's because she stole them. Like, lady, those don't belong to you. Those are not yours. Those are ours.
Yeah.
So obviously I had to retrieve them back because those were mine. Like,
Yeah.
I thought those other neighbors who were like that moved out. Well, they did, but the new one, like, she's pretty much, well, she didn't confront me or anything, but what she did was still rude. Like, come on now, lady. Like, if something's not yours, don't take it. Like, she should know which bins are hers and which aren't. It's like, I hate that. It's like, God. And why you gotta freaking sit outside, like, right when I'm at the bus stop? Like, that triggers my social anxiety. Like, I understand if it's nice out and you want to be outside, but you gotta do that while I'm out there. Like, at least if she's doing it while I'm in the house or if I'm not home, that's fine. If you're doing it while I'm out there, that's the wrong moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I prefer being alone than with lots of people, because I prefer my own company.
Unless it's people I know, people I'm friends with, that's different. But when it comes to neighbors I don't really know, yeah, it's definitely stressful for me.
Yeah, I mean, I only like to be around people that I feel comfortable and I'm familiar with, but just random people in general, well, I don't like that.
And then they confront you and you're not even bothering them. It's like, come on, don't do that. Like, what the heck?
And also, one thing that does bother me is like whenever I'm like walking in the streets and stuff, there's like people that are usually black. Not trying to sound racist, but there's like these homeless looking people that are black. Asking for money and stuff. Like, dude, go away. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, I can't stand panhandlers. Like, if you want money, get a darn job or something. Like,
Yeah, and most of the time they spend too much money on unnecessary things, especially drugs and like alcoholic beverages, which I don't do that. I hate drugs and alcohol. It's stupid.
yeah.
Oh man, kind of tired. Sometimes like the early parts of summer do make me kind of tired. Maybe because I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yep. I feel like I'm tired all the time, but yeah. Like, I'm just like a tired person. That's just how I am.
Yeah, like sometimes I just want to sleep or take a nap and stuff and not do anything. But yeah, I mean, I have social security income because since I don't have a job, but I take care of the house and like I sometimes I mow my neighbor's lawn just to get a little bit of money. Ooh. Oof, man. Oof. Ugh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting another shark bracket for my birthday.
Yeah, I'll get myself a new one eventually too.
Yeah. It's really stupid how like lots of vacuum enthusiasts claim that shark is garbage and that the old fashioned director vacuums work the best, like Kirby or Senator. I mean, I like Kirby, but some people like Shark. You know, if they like that, then they shouldn't criticize and saying, you know, they should not buy it. You know, that's what I've dealt with in the past.
Like, you have a right to your own opinion, but don't go ridiculing people because they like something that you don't. Like, everyone feels differently about things. Like me and my mom have had the best experience with Shark. I mean, sure, some of their parts are not easily serviceable. That's true, but they clean really well. Like they're very, very powerful vacuums, and they have a
Yeah,
sealed system, so it's
yeah,
better for allergies.
yeah. Like every time I use a Shark and I don't sneeze at all and stuff, you know, sometimes I notice that my allergies are going away when I use my Shark to vacuum. So it's true that it
Because
has
like
a
my White Shark rotator, along with the Navigator, they both have complete seal technology. That means that no dust or allergies escapes the vacuum. It stays inside. It's locked inside.
yeah. I just destroyed the enemy base and I won the game. So, yep, I won. Oof.
Like, I'm very happy with my Shark. I'm not gonna let anyone change my opinion because yeah.
Yeah, yeah. People are not going to dictate on what vacuums I should buy because it's not their job or their business. It's my money, my choice. And you know, I even recommended Shark to family and friends of mine, and they were really amazed of how powerful it is, and they enjoy using it. Like, yeah, like I even gave like when my dad and my stepmom moved to a house, out from my house, I gave them one of my trucks, and I got some money for it, so and they enjoy using it still.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah. Oh, don't want to show my. Yeah, and also, you know, I'm not sure if I decide I want to, but I could consider like setting all my videos back to public. But I'm gonna be deleting the ones that show my face because people will, make fun of me and fight me and all that stuff.
Okay.
But I haven't really decided yet. I'm just still kind of like trying to stay off of social media because I don't want it to ruin my 2025 year. So, but yeah, I really do enjoy using this Shark Dual Clean Power Fins Vertex.
Hello there, Mr. Nick Perez. Welcome to my live stream.
Yeah. Hello, Nick Perez. How you doing?
Here.
I got me some blue socks. I got some new socks that are blue.
Oh, those are nice. I like that.
Yeah, they feel nice. I do like the socks that like have the super high heels. So yeah, these socks look pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
just got
lie.
new. I just got new sneakers too. Maybe I'll show them to you later if I don't forget. I probably will. But yeah, I do want to show them to you eventually.
Yeah.
Like, they were my mom's, and they made her uncomfortable, so she was giving them to me, and they're even more comfortable than the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing good, Nick Perez. So nothing much, just kind of a chill day, but still a pretty good day for me. Oh, this cat right here, her name is Kalisa. I actually have two cats. One of them is, the other one's outside, and of course I keep this one inside. I mean, she used to go outside a lot, but we had a bit of an incident, which I don't really want to talk about too much, so we just decided to keep her inside. So, but yeah, ow, don't bite me. Like sometimes she just bites me for no reason. Yeah. That's a kind of a thing about cats. Is like sometimes they'll just like get a little bit rough and feisty.
Man, I really miss having those moments with our cats. It was just a lot of fun. Like, you remember Tango? He used to be very fresh, but that's what made him like who he was. He just had the best personality ever, and I really. Like I wish that cats and dogs lived like as long as humans can.
Yeah, that would be
Not
nice.
not fair how they have to get sick and die like when they're like in their late teens or whatever.
Yeah,
That sucks. That's how long they live. Like sometimes they can live up to 20, but yeah, that's about it. Like it's not fair. Like I wish they lived longer than that, like a lot longer than that. Like it's stupid. It's like come on now. Like they deserve to live, as long as humans do.
yeah, it's really sad, and yeah, yeah. But I definitely prefer cats better than dogs because they're very peaceful and easy to take care of. I mean, but yeah, but yeah, I wish that cats would live just as long, like maybe like around 50 years old in human, you know, in human age. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know my bed is kind of messy, but I don't really care too much. It's just my room. I can't always expect things to be perfect and tidy. And that's the thing I don't like about people is that they're always so, like, into all perfect and tidy. It's like always push you, like, to get this cleaned up and get that cleaned up. I mean, I understand that if it's, like, really messy, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Screw that. Like I hate people who criticize. Like you should never criticize someone. Like respect their boundaries. Stop being a controlling narcissist. Like there's legit no reason for that nonsense. Not at all, It's like God, like come on now. That's why I hate people because like they can just be controlling and rude. We have
Yeah,
to always take orders from them. Like screw that.
like same here. Like, I even watched a video. I even read a report of a guy who walked away from a moment size of a fallen soldier, and he got criticized and yelled at just because he walked away. Like, come on. And like, if people don't want to honor the veterans, then that's their choice. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I understand that it's respectful, but people should not have to. They don't want to. Like, could be like in a hurry or something like that, but I don't know. But
Like I understand sometimes people might do things that seem odd, awkward, and weird, but at least be nicer to them about it. Don't just criticize them being rude. Like that's not being nice. Like even if what they're doing seems awkward and weird or whatever, or just suspicious, like you know, be respectful with them at first. You know, because for one, you never know if they're sensitive or not, and second, they might just be curious about something. So if they might be doing something wrong, just very respectfully tell them nicely. You know, like never be rude, never criticize. That's just so disrespectful right there.
yeah, like so, like sometimes when like for example like when I want to film an elevator in public and stuff. I mean, I understand that it may seem awkward and stuff, but you know but yeah, sometimes people film elevators because it's their passion and then they enjoy doing it.
Also, when we do the fire alarm test later on, I might go down in the basement and show you some work I did yesterday. Again, I posted it in my story. I'm just giving you a little hint, but I'll show it in the live stream later. I mean, I actually do have a fire alarm in my room. I actually have the Spectral Advance hooked up, so I will show that. I'm eventually going to get another Commander 3 and put that in here. But I want
Yeah.
to show you what I did downstairs on the live stream, so we'll show that.
Yeah. Check out what I got.
Cool.
It's one of my sprinklers, which yeah, it's like the color of the sprinkler, like the blue head and the turquoise base. It looks pretty cool that way. Let me get a drink of water real quick.
I wish the sun was out. It would be nice outside, nice and hot. We go out there and relax. It's going to be cold and dreary now.
Yeah.
I definitely hope next Saturday it's finally going to be nicer out. There's not going to be no dumb rain. Rain every day is not necessary. Like maybe a couple times a week, understandable. But if it's happening every single day of the week, that's way too much rain. Like way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree.
Next Saturday is going to be nicer. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next live stream, it's going to be nice outside for outside time. Speaking of outside time, so it's 6:44 right now in my area. I say we should go outside 7:15 or 7 o'clock, around there.
Cool.
Yeah,
I might make myself.
I was saying, we could play the Mario game, but I'm kind of sick of that, so I just want to take a break from it, until I'm dying to play it again in a couple weeks.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I miss having cats. I wouldn't mind having a dog as long as they're not aggressive. Like, if it's a really calm dog, as much as they require more responsibilities, at least as long as the dog's not aggressive. Like, if it's a cute or like a calm dog, like a golden retriever or whatever, like, I would have no problem, owning that. Like, I still, like, at least cats are less responsible, but still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Even though I prefer cats better, but some dogs I'm okay with. Like usually, chill dogs are more cute and friendly, and I usually prefer smaller dogs like a Pomeranian or a Chihuahua, or any type of small dog breed.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really into big dogs. I mean, Huskies Huskies are very cool and beautiful looking and stuff, even though they're quite big, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, like, certain big dogs I don't mind, like golden retrievers, Dalmatians. Like, those are really cool dog breeds. I definitely like those dog breeds. Even German Shepherds are cool. I mean, some could be aggressive, but I've seen good German Shepherds. Like,
And usually German Shepherds are what the police use to,
Yeah.
catch bad guys and all that stuff, which is cool. But yeah. But some dogs, like one of my neighbor friends, one of my neighbors I'm friends with, she has a dog, and her dog is very, very chill, and it also likes to play in the sprinkler too, just like I do, like during the summer. So that's something that me and that dog have in common.
yeah, that's really
So,
cute and that's really cool.
yeah, and it's very, very chill, and I've never really had problems with that at all. So.
It's already been an hour since I started the live stream. Time goes by fast when you're chatting.
Yeah, I might make myself spaghetti during a live stream since it's like almost 7.
Yeah, if you
That's
want
what
to show that, yeah, I think a lot of people would like to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I might explain on how I do it and stuff, but yeah, I do make pretty good spaghetti, so yeah.
I can see if I can
And
maybe
also,
put you on full screen if you want to show.
yeah, I just need to get set up first, and also, whenever I cook, I always like to have one of my firearms right beside me as like a little good luck device. That way nothing catches fire while I'm cooking. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of these days I'll maybe cook something during a live stream. Like, I don't know, maybe it'll be bacon. Like, maybe because Monday we're gonna go to Costco and get those 1 foot long Kirkland hot dogs. Maybe I'll make a video making those. But those are cooked in like less than 10 minutes. Those cook fast. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll get hamburger buns. What am I saying? No, we're gonna get hot dog buns, and I like to put relish on it, like inside the bun, and I put the hot dog like on top. Then I eat it. It's so good. The ones from Costco, the hot dogs from Costco, those 1 foot long Kirklands, like those are delicious. And I can't wait to get them again.
Sorry.
I'll be back. I'll be back soon.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to look for something. Hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to look for swim goggles, and I know it sounds weird. And if you want to know why, it's because, well, usually when I make myself spaghetti, I do have onions in it, and you know what happens when you cut onions, right?
Oh yeah, I hate cutting onions because it makes your eyes all, it makes your eyes sting and all that, and it makes you cry. I hate that.
Yeah. So I found a way to like be immune to it. It's like when I put on swim goggles, it actually helps me. So that's what I do, and that's what I'm trying to look for.
That's definitely smart. I like that. Yeah.
So, but I don't know where I put it. So yeah, I'm trying to look for it somewhere in here. Certain things that are used differently could actually be useful. Like wearing goggles when you're cutting up onions could prevent you from crying.
Yeah, that's true. Because I've dealt with that before, and it's very, very uncomfortable. Because of course you got to pay attention to what you're doing, and when that happens, it kind of makes it hard.
Yeah. But apparently, I don't know where I put them. So yeah, I mean, I have an extra pair somewhere, so maybe I'll just get that instead. But yeah. Whew. Oh, there they are. I found them. They were on the counter that I didn't see, so I found them. So yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Let me just get my tripod real quick. That way I'm not holding it. So. And also, I would go like when I'll explain real quick, but my tripod. Cool. You want to go ahead and put me in full screen mode?
All right, so Jimmy's gonna be making spaghetti pretty soon.
So, yeah. You want to go ahead and put me in full screen mode?
Yeah, just give me a sec. I gotta figure it out. Ah. Here we go. Solo layout. I'm gonna click that. And boom, there you go. You have the floor.
So this is how you're gonna make spaghetti. So yeah, whenever I cook, I always like to have a fire alarm right beside me as like a little good luck device, so nothing catches fire while I'm cooking. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil the noodles because it does take a little bit longer before I start cooking the meat and the sauce. And first I'm gonna fill it up with water. So. So yeah, so I'm gonna fill it up with water, and then I go ahead and the noodles that I'll be using is the elbow noodles, the macaroni style noodles, which is what because I personally don't like the regular string noodles because it does get kind of messy and hard to to twirl around and eat it. So that's why I like to use the elbow noodles and eat it with a spoon too. And then you go ahead and put some olive oil in there to make sure the noodles don't stick together while they're boiling. And I'm gonna set it up to almost to high heat, but not quite yet. That way, still getting time while I'm cooking the spaghetti sauce and meat. So yeah. So, and if you wonder why I have goggles, well, it's because I'm going to be cutting up an onion. So, yeah. Are you still there, Dale?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I was gonna I don't know if you're listening, but yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be wearing goggles that swim goggles because you know what happens when you're cutting up onions.
Yeah.
So I found out a way and it actually works. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Make sure they're nice.
That is definitely smart. Smart choice.
So how do I look?
Cool, you got the blue on. Looks like you're going swimming.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm gonna be cutting up onions. Yeah. So let me wash my hands first.
All right. I think you might be a new viewer, and also, FYI, if anyone in the chat wants to join, you have to have a social media. I'm not gonna put the link in the chat because you don't want trolls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like
that will be so yeah.
So yeah, let me get out a cutting board. I'm gonna get a large knife.
Nothing against people. I just want to get to know them first. If you're a friend of mine, like just if you're a friend of mine, then I'll add you. But if I'm not totally familiar with you yet, it's gonna take time. It's not necessarily anything against you. It's just that I'm a shy person, and it just makes me uncomfortable with new people instantly being on, even if they are, So yeah, like it's not necessarily nothing against you. If you're cool, then I totally accept that. But yeah, it's not that I won't add you on. It's just it's nobody's fault.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the onions now. So I got my swim goggles on, so I'm not gonna be crying. I'm cutting up onions.
And here's something else I want to bring up. Like, you know how I'm good at cooking? Like, I sometimes I'd rather do it at home because like we have lessons where I do that at the school that I go to, and like I can get criticized like for how like I might cut with a knife. Like I understand if they're trying to give me advice, but I still don't like that. It's just it's an uncomfortable moment. It's just like, just, you know. Okay, I appreciate that people care and all, but geez, just let me do my thing.
Yeah. Haven't gotten any watery eyes yet, so it's working. So my doggos are protecting me from crying. So, yeah. And sometimes, and also one thing I don't like about cutting onions is that sometimes the paper thing gets the peanut butter. We have to like peel it off and all that. It gets like stuck on there.
Yeah, I feel like it always came off really easy for me.
Yeah. Maybe it depends on what onion you're using, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I think because of the chemicals in the onions that sometimes, fume out when you're cutting them is what causes you to cry when you're cutting onions. Almost dropped it. Oops. Which reminds me, I need to take out the meat and then and Italian sausage. So I need to like put them in a plastic bag to let them thaw in hot
All
water.
right, so hold on, Jimmy. I just want to say something regarding that new user in the chat. I checked out your channel. You seem pretty cool, but I just want to get to know you first, if that's okay. Because, yeah. Like I said, I'm a pretty shy person, so.
Yeah, I forgot to take out the frozen beef and the Italian sausage, so I'm gonna have to let them thaw. But I'm gonna put them in a plastic bag and let them soak in hot water. Yeah, I know this is all messy now, so I'm gonna have to clean all this up. But yeah, I forgot to take out the meat and the Italian sausage, which is the um meat stuff that I put in the spaghetti sauce, and I forgot to take them out and let them thaw. So my fault, guys. But I put them in a plastic bag and I'm gonna soak it in hot water to get them to thaw faster. Cool. So this is all the onions. So, yeah. Cool. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm letting the meat and the Italian sausage soak in hot water because they were all frozen and I forgot to thaw them. So yeah, my mistake. Guess I should have
You know,
put them in the
honestly,
split.
you know, that's something I do all the time. Like whenever, for example, let's say I'm cooking bacon. Like every time I take it out of the freezer, I fill up a pan with hot boiling water and I I put the bacon in. Like I do that way it thaws out quickly. Like let's say if I'm starving to death, that way the quicker it thaws out, the quicker I can get to cooking it and then eating it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I
Or
do that all the time.
maybe I'll try to let this soak for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. See how
Yeah.
it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that should work out perfectly.
Yeah. But it looks like the noodles that I have in the pot are boiling now, so I'm gonna go ahead and stir it up. I'm gonna turn on the stove fan. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit that way. Still some time. But yeah, the spaghetti that I make is pretty good, so yeah. So yeah, I always like to have my fire log right beside me whenever I cook, so that way it doesn't catch this fire while I'm cooking. Of course, I have a fire extinguisher, and I also got me a fire blanket over in that corner that I got for Christmas. So I'm all prepared. I never ever use water on a grease fire.
That's what baking soda is for. Baking soda is helpful with that.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, while it's boiling, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna move this clean dishes out of the way. That way I can use this side to rinse the dishes. So, Just gonna check on the pasta. I think the pasta noodles are starting to be already done now, so I'll just turn them to low. Yeah. I'll just leave them off, I guess, and I'll cook the Oof. You still there, Dale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologize if it's a bit of a delay because I forgot to take the meat and the entire sausage out to make the spaghetti. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for like maybe 10 to 15 more minutes. Yeah. I think this is all thawed up enough now. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cook the meat and the Italian sausage with the onions in it now. So yeah. Man. Are you watching this, Dale?
Yes.
Yeah. It's already starting to look pretty good because, you know, it can smell it. It smells pretty good. I'm going to turn the fan up a little bit higher. Yeah, it's already starting to smell pretty good. I wish you could smell this because it smells great. It's starting to make my mouth water, honestly. Sometimes when I'm cooking, it does get a little smoky, so that's why I have the fan on high. And of course, you know, I have a ceiling fan in the kitchen running as well. There's always some spilling stuff on the pan right here. Still kind of frozen, so I'm kind of cutting it up to start to kind of heat from the inside. Actually. There you go. There you go. One. It might set off the smoke alarm, but it gives me like a pre-notification time before it makes a loud beep, so that way I can just press the button to silence it. That's what's really cool. There it goes. Heads up, there's smoke in the kitchen. The alarm. Smoke alarm silent in the kitchen. Yep, it did trip the alarm, so yeah. Yeah, some burnt. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's some little bit of burnt stuff in the pan. So, but, oh well. How's it looking so far, Dale?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, it's always some burnt stuff in it. Oh well. I'm not gonna be putting the sauce in it because I don't want to get contaminated by the burnt stuff. So I'll just like just cook the meat and the onion separately, and then you know put the sauce on it when I'm yeah. Walk along silence in the kitchen. Burned up onion. I guess I'll put the sauce in there, but yeah, when you're cooking the meat, you want to make sure it's like all fully brown before you put the sauce in it. It looks like the smoke is starting to dissipate now. Yeah, that's the thing I like about the Nest Protect smoke alarm in my house is that sometimes when I cook, sometimes it could be some stuff that I'm burning, and when there's like smoke, it gives like a pre-notification chime before it makes a loud beep. I think it's pretty much almost brown now, so I guess I can go ahead and start to add the spaghetti sauce. And what I use is this, the Fuego marinara sauce, which is my absolute favorite. I use a few jars of it just to make it more salty. Man, that sauce looks good, doesn't it, Dale?
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good.
And I also I'm also going to be adding canned sliced carrots from a can with little veggies. That's one I'll also be adding. I think after I serve this for bed, I think I could go ahead I'm gonna go ahead and drain the pasta. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do it down. I'm just gonna add the bowl. Go ahead and add the pasta. We'll try to see the macaroni goes in the bowl. Maybe I should use a spoonful to get water. It's plus it's bigger too, so. So I guess after I show this real quick, I think it's good to go. And now topping it off with some mozzarella cheese. How does this look, Dale?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yep.
But I'm gonna let this cool because it's pretty hot. Cool. So my spaghetti is officially done. So, what do you think?
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So, all right, so Jimmy has cooked some wonderful spaghetti.
Yep. So it's not that hard once you get the hang of it. So I mean, it was a little bit intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. Like you can just make any way you want with, Italian sausage, meat, and sometimes I put pineapple from a can in my spaghetti, which is pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna get myself a drink, which will be Minute Maid fruit punch. But yeah, I've been trying to not drink as much fruit punch as I did in the past because remember how I told you when I had kidney stones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think because sometimes when I drink too much soda and stuff like that, that can cause kidney stones. So, but I mean, I can still drink it, just not as often as what I did in the past.
so folks, we're gonna head outside in a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna let my spaghetti cool off because it's pretty hot. So I have the fan blowing on it. So of course, have all this right here. Do this clean up the mess as well. So yeah, my spaghetti looks pretty good. So, and I didn't even have watery eyes when I was cutting up onions because it's a good thing I wear these goggles. So I think that's a pretty handy idea.
I agree.
I need to plug in my phone to charge for a bit. I'm gonna plug in my phone to charge since it's a little bit low, but yeah, I'm gonna let my spaghetti cool off. Oof.
Okay, let's head outside, folks. Put my Crocs on, and we're gonna head out there. And we're just gonna be on the porch the whole time. It's probably gonna by now, so we'll be out there for like maybe 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll eventually head back inside. So, yeah, let's get on with it. It's actually pretty nice out here.
Yeah. It's probably warmer down in where I live because I mean, it's like in the mid to upper 70s where I live. It's actually 75 where I live. So maybe, but but I am expecting a storm that's coming. Like according to the radar, I see a big line of storms that's coming. So
I thought that it was gonna be all dreary out, but it's actually not. So I'll show you around in a sec, in a little while. Just it's actually pretty nice out now. I think it's starting to get hot out again too, and the rain's finally gone. Still a little wet, but not too bad. All right. Let's show around a little bit while we're here. Okay. Yeah, so you can see it's pretty nice out here. come back here. You can see it's a lot cleaner back here. I did clean this up a few weeks back. They made it look really nice. They made it look really nice out here.
I'm gonna go outside of my screen and porch too. Hold on a second. Ooh. You smell a little bit of the burnt stuff. It's quite a breeze outside. Maybe it could be a sign that the storm's coming.
Yeah, I already had mine earlier.
Yeah. How's my screen and porch look? I got this built during the summer of 2021.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like it. I wish I had that. Not saying I'm jealous, but yeah.
Yeah, plus it's got the net and stuff that keeps the mosquitoes and bugs away, but we still get the nice fresh air. So, yeah. Yeah, I like having lots of trees around in my backyard surrounding. To my...
Let me show you the backyard too. I'll turn this around. You can
I think
see.
I might have put thunder.
There's the backyard.
Cool.
I mean, it looks the same as it always has. There's really nothing different. Except my neighbors, they have their cars parked back there because my neighbor, he has this new little trucker.
Man, I always like seeing a big, huge gust front when there's a thunderstorm coming. Like when you see lots of trees blowing around and some debris falling, it's pretty cool to watch. Like I was able to catch one on I don't know if you saw the link when I posted it on my main channel and listed, but I was able to catch it on camera.
Wow, look at those lights. Those are pretty cool lights.
I mean, they're usually Christmas lights, but we decided to keep them up all year round because I honestly think they look nice. So
yeah.
So yeah. Can see my neighbor's house over there. That's that big house with that big roof from this view. That's one of my neighbors I mostly see a lot. They're very nice, so I sometimes go visit them.
That's good.
So it's nice to have neighbors that are very nice, open and stuff. And sometimes they feel like family to me. So it just proves that family isn't about blood. So, because like even blood-related members can be very toxic, and because I have quite a few family members that are very toxic that I don't really talk to or hang out with anymore because they're just very toxic, and I don't want anything to do with them. So, but like people that are like outside of your blood, they can feel like family to you because of how caring they are, and that just proves that family isn't about blood.
Yeah, I have friends like that, and like I would love to hang out with them this summer, because like I said, even though we did go to the pool a few times, that was fun, but at the same time, I got to hang out with actual friends of mine,
Yeah.
Like that's part of what summer's all about,
Yeah. I mean, I got some plans. Like me and my dad are gonna be going on a vacation to the beach and stuff, and all of that. I mean, I'm gonna go vacation to the beach a few times during the summer. Of course, I'll be, sometimes like my family neighbors. I guess I could say, will sometimes like take me to a pool that they go to, or to like a something fun to do. So, which I enjoy that.
Yep.
But of course, I also like getting wet from my sprinkler, from one of my impulse sprinklers, because it's also fun too. Because I remember used to playing in the impulse sprinkler when I was little during my childhood, during the summer. So, Maybe what I could, what I was kind of thinking is that maybe I could get myself like a kiddie like pool. I mean, I'm not gonna swim in it because I'm too big, but maybe I could just kind of just sit or lay in it, relax, and when it's like really hot, I can just let the water spray me from my
Hold
sprinkler.
on, I was thinking of something. I don't know. We still have our old basketball hoop from a couple of years ago. Only thing is, I don't know where a basketball is because I was thinking we could do basketball again, but I'm not sure where a basketball is. I would have to find one first.
Yeah. I mean, I have a basketball in my courtyard, so if you live like a few houses down, you can come over to the courtyard of a courtyard street and play basketball together with me.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Uh,
Yeah, we're in my backyard now, believe it or not. Yeah, I gotta get my own basketball. The net on that basketball hoop's kind of in rough shape, anyways. I mean, it does still work, but I would like it better if it had like a net that was in much better condition.
Man, I love
It actually
listening to.
smells really good out here. You know, like the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of flowers in my grass. If I want to show you the flowers. See,
Look at yourself.
those are all
Maybe a
those all little. Oh, cool.
my cat. Sometimes she'll come up to me when I'm like chilling. She'll just kind of wonder what I'm doing, and that's the thing I like about cats, that they can be loyal to just as much as dogs, even though they're usually more independent.
Yeah, I like how they will just, like be around you and be meowing for attention.
Yeah,
That's what I love about cats. Like they all.
yeah. I think you're breaking up.
I'm probably getting farther from the house. That's why I'm staying closer to the house.
Yeah. This is a back patio right here. I've had some squirrels that were like very close to me when I give them peanuts. Did you hear what I said? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Like
you.
I had some squirrels that were like very close to me. Like there was like there was a couple of squirrels that were like very close to my feet when I was sitting down, giving them peanuts. So that's pretty cool. I enjoy having wildlife visitors. Ouch.
It's actually not too dark yet. It's 7:49. It's
Yeah.
still a little bit late out here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the days are getting longer. I mean, the longest day of the year is probably it's either June 20th or 21st. I'm not sure. Probably the 21st, which will be summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year, and then it will slowly get shorter.
Yeah.
But
And that's when things start to get more depressing and all that, and more boring. Because like honestly, I would even prefer this time of year over summer because this is when everything is starting to bloom and everything smells good and it's
yeah,
too
that's what my
hot.
that's my favorite thing about spring is that you see the flowers and the trees blooming and all that stuff, and it's like really nice out. Plus, we get severe weather. But of course, I do like the falls. I do like fall because I like seeing the color changing leaves and fall down. But of course, the only downside is that you have to clean them up instead it gets messy full of leaves. But I'm gonna be saving up to get a battery powered yard vacuum. Probably like I'll get one in September. I'll try to buy one in September. Get a battery powered yard vacuum.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd probably want one of those too because the corded ones are just a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I mean I've used a corded one. I mean it's a pain in the butt, but I'm gonna get myself a battery powered one. That way it's just easier and
Like I
all
used
that.
to have a corded. I used to have a corded blower / vacuum. I still have it, but I don't really use it much anymore. And I remember like that'd be a pain in the butt with the extension cord and all that, and there would be a certain spot I'd have to get to, and the cord wouldn't reach, so I couldn't get it. Not only that, but the cord would get stuck in between trees and all that. And just screw it
Yeah,
up.
I've dealt with that before. It's a pain in the butt. That's why. I mean, of course, I'll be getting an extra battery for it, so I'll get like 2 batteries. That way, when one battery goes dead, I'll get another one that's fully charged while I'm charging the other one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing that I would recommend for people who own battery powered yard tools is just get an extra battery. That way, if one battery goes dead, you have another one that's fully charged to get the job done.
Yeah, that's why you have 2 batteries. You have one charging, and you have the other one on the appliance. And when that one goes bad, you have the other one fully charged. You take the dead one, you plug that in, and let that one charge.
I don't know if you saw that branch move. I think there was a squirrel up there. I don't see it, but I think I see it coming down. I don't know if you can see it, but it was a squirrel. Like sometimes, another thing that's kind of funny is that sometimes when I eat lunch in the kitchen, there's some squirrels that like very close to the window that kind of clinch onto the screen, trying to get my attention. Like, hey, give us peanuts, we're hungry. So it's just kind of funny. I mean, I was able to catch it on camera, so it was just kind of funny. So, but yeah, I enjoy wildlife visitors. I enjoy nature way better than society, especially when it's just me and nature, just me
Yeah.
alone surrounded with nature. That's what I absolutely love because I don't like being around lots of people.
Yeah, neither do I. Like, if I know them, that's different. I mean, maybe I still might be a little shy, but when it comes to strangers, that's a totally different story. Like with strangers, like I can be like uncomfortable, kind of shy. Like with people I know, at least I'm more familiar with them. You know?
Yeah, like my neighbors that I see almost every day, I have no problem being around them because I'm familiar with them, and plus they understand how I feel and they respect me and support me for who I am, and I do appreciate that. I'm plus they're very chill and that they and that's in a chill environment. Big gust. The wind's starting to pick up. It's pretty cool.
The thunderstorm got my mom's call. Now that thunderstorm earlier made my mom's car all dirty. I said, well, like a lot of the crap from the trees fell on it.
There's a bird on my boat there. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, I can't zoom in, but there's like a red it's a cardinal on my boat feeder right there.
You know what that means? I've heard that might be a loved one visiting you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Whenever you see a cardinal or whatever, or a dragonfly, or even a butterfly, that means it's a deceased loved one paying you a visit.
Yeah,
And I believe that.
like sometimes I remember seeing a white moth flying around me constantly, like when I'm outside running my sprinkler side. Like could be a sign that could be from your spirit guides or your loved ones, paying you a visit. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I like about nature, especially since I'm spiritual and I have a spiritual connection with nature. Especially since I'm more into spirituality than religion, because I don't really care about religion that much.
Yeah, same here. I've never been into that. I mean, well, when I was younger, I kind of was, and I believed more stuff. But nowadays, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I've
I mean, I was considered a Christian a long time ago, but over time it just started fading away, and I just wasn't interested in it. So I just decided to form my own beliefs about, the afterlife. I mean, especially since I like dragons a lot and I have a connection. I've always had dreams about dragons. So,
yeah.
like sometimes because every now and then I do have dreams about them. So that could be a sign I'm being one with them. So, but yeah, that's what I like about nature because there's so much magical to nature, and it just brings me peace and comfort. Especially seeing the trees, listening to them blow in the wind and stuff. When you feel the breeze, it just feels very nice, and that's what I love about nature. So
Agreed.
yeah,
So happy we're in spring finally. No more dumb cold winter weather. No more snow. No more getting below 40 degrees. Thank
yeah,
God.
yeah,
Didn't miss that whatsoever.
yep. Same here. I'm glad that's over. I mean, but I don't mind like cool weather where it gets down in the upper upper 50s to lower 60s, like where we can just have the windows open and let the nice cool air blow in.
Like today in my area it was like 84 degrees. It was pretty hot until the thunderstorm came. Then obviously it cooled down. But now it's probably like 70 degrees. It's definitely cooled down.
I'm gonna actually go out more. Let me get my shoes on so because I got these new socks and I don't want to get leaves and debris on them. So, especially since I actually like my new socks since they're blue. So, but yeah. Yep. See if I can set my camera on this thing. Actually, set it down. Let me get like a rock I can use to hold the camera up. Yeah, there's all this nature around. So, with all these trees and there's a shed and all these sticks around. Sometimes I find sticks like this and I just keep it, put it in my own backyard. So, check this out. It's like my little big walking stick I found.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm using it as like a back connection.
Yeah, I'm on the porch now, so just gonna sit in the rocking chair before we go back inside in a little while.
Yeah, it's starting to get breezy. You can see the wind starting to pick up.
Yeah, in my area it's not too windy right now, but it was windy when we had that storm.
Yeah.
In that video at the beginning, it was pretty windy.
Yeah. How do these flowers look?
Oh, they're pretty cool. I showed you mine in the backyard earlier. Those little purple or blue ones or whatever.
Yeah.
But look how, if you can see the grass over there, how green it is. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yeah,
like,
it does look nice.
I just love seeing the grass when it's really green like that.
Yeah, I just need to find a rock.
So I'm happy the snow's gone. Because if the cold came, it would kill all the beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, just honestly,
like
honestly, I wish that winter was abolished. I hate winter. I mean, of course, Christmas is good. I like the holidays, but the cold is awful. Like, it's so uncomfortable. You got to put on all this winter gear. It's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah. There we go. I'm holding my camera up now. But yeah, I wish that winter would last as short as like only through December. But once it gets to January, then I'm ready for some nice, weather, nice spring-like weather. I wish that spring would last the longest.
Yeah, it seems like winter always drags. It's like, come on. It feels like winter doesn't want to go away, not to mention. Like, it's April and it's still snowing. What the heck? And it's May. We're finally getting warm weather. Like, late April, it was already beautiful, but, like, at the very beginning of April, we were still kind of getting snow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with snow once it gets to spring. Because, yeah, I want spring weather to start coming, which I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, same here. Like, I'm just sick of the dumb cold. Like, I'm happy it's gone. I don't want it to come back. I want it to stay gone. Like, I wish in my area it was still, like, spring weather, like, in December. I know that's not very, it doesn't go with the holiday, but still, at least I'm not freezing my butt off.
Yeah. I mean, down in Australia, it gets summertime in December, so which is kind of weird. But I guess for people that live down in Australia are more used to it. So,
I'd be fine if it was like that over here, but no, where I gotta live, it's gotta be so cold. Like, why? Like, I hate that. Like, screw the dumb cold. Like, sometimes it gets, like, below 0 degrees. Like, it did this past winter. It's like, oh, that was awful. Like, I remember back in late January, it was, like, below 0 degrees a couple mornings. And I didn't want to go out in that because that's dangerous.
Mosquitoes starting to buzz around me, so I probably need to throw it back in the screen and porch. Ugh, I hate mosquitoes.
in my area, it's actually
My
6
God,
degrees in
there's a
my
lot of
area right now.
Let's go away, filthy virus flying pests. Oh, I hate mosquitoes.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into screen and forth so I don't have to deal with them. Maybe I'll just get a leaf blower and just blow them away since I have a battery powered leaf blower. And that breeze feels good, so maybe that will keep them away. Yeah.
So today I have changed things. Of course, we're still gonna do vacuuming when we get inside, but after that, of course, we're gonna do the fire alarms. I'm gonna show you the advance in my room. Then I'm gonna go to the basement, show you that little change that I did in case you haven't seen my story. Well, we'll chat a little bit after that, but then I'm gonna end it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of using a leaf blower to keep the mosquitoes away. Yeah, I'm using my battery powered leaf blower to kind of blow the mosquitoes away. You can hear a siren in the distance, so. Hot, some of them are on me. Ugh. Go away, mosquitoes.
I hate mosquitoes. I hate them so badly. It's not even funny.
Look, I could definitely have some dragonflies flying around because I will keep the mosquitoes away, but I don't see any, unfortunately. And I honestly don't like spraying the mosquito spray on me because it smells weird and sometimes it gets sticky on my skin. So I'm kind of using the leaf blower to blow them away, and they're very weak on flying. So maybe they'll get injured from the intense blowing air.
Honestly, I like the way bug spray smells, but sometimes it doesn't even work. Like, there's been times where I've had bug spray on and I still got bit by those little pests. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, sorry if we keep hearing the leaf blower go because I'm trying to blow them away. So. Well, there's a breeze right now, so maybe the natural breeze will kind of blow them away. Yeah. Oof. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and maybe check on the spaghetti that I make. I'm gonna set the leaf blower inside for right now just in case it rains. Oh. Still looking pretty good. I'm gonna see if it's cooled off yet.
It's getting darker now. Let me show you. It's getting darker out. It's after 8 o'clock now, so I'm just so happy it's we're finally getting more summer like weather, even though it's spring. But I just honestly I like it when it stays longer in the day. That just gives me good vibes. Like some people don't mind it getting darker earlier, but me personally, I don't like that. That just shows that winter's coming, and that's just depressing. So I don't like that. So I like what we're getting right now a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like having to keep changing the time and stuff, but I mean, I don't really care if we get a permanent daylight or standard. I just don't want to keep changing the time. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
The spaghetti's pretty good. I'm eating it right now. Yeah, the spaghetti's pretty good.
I'm starting to hear little nighttime bugs.
I haven't heard any nighttime crickets yet. I mean,
I was hearing something. I don't know if that was a cicada off in the distance or what. That sounded pretty cool, though. But like especially late May, early June, that's when you start to hear the cicadas at night, or like when it's about to get dark. That honestly sounds really cool, really peaceful. Like sometimes I'll even have my window open just so I can hear that while I'm in my room.
yeah. Excuse me.
Of course, along with the crickets too.
Yeah, I definitely like the summer nights better than winter nights.
Yeah. What's funny is it feels like there's mosquitoes biting me, but there isn't one in sight. Because when I go to look at my hand or whatever, I don't see one there, even though it feels like there is one there.
Yeah.
It's like an invisible. It's like a mosquito that's invisible. Sucking my blood. I know there's no such thing, but
Yeah, what's the purpose of mosquitoes? They should not even exist. I mean, they're good for dragonflies to eat, but I wish that there was more dragonflies flying around because they'll be like my bodyguards.
yeah, mosquitoes are useless because all they do is suck people's blood, and wasps are useless because like they swarm around people, and that's how they get stung. Like I understand other bees are very useful with flowers and stuff and honey, but wasps it seems like all they do is just like they just like to irritate people.
Yeah. There's a big breeze outside. These are moving around like crazy.
Earlier when it was raining, when we had the wind, luckily it didn't blow towards the porch, so it didn't get as wet.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't want like extreme wind what can cause damage, but strong winds that's cool to watch, but not what can cause damage.
Yeah, it was blowing the water with the road rather than towards my driveway. So the porch didn't really get as wet this time. So a little bit, by the bottom stairs, but that's about it.
Sometimes when there's like a big gust front, when it starts to pour rain hard, I have to like move the couch or the screen porch further in, or even put a towel over it so it doesn't get wet.
Yeah. Yep. See, you can see behind me. It actually is getting dark.
Yeah,
it's 8:12 now.
Yeah, it's already getting in my area.
Yep.
But yeah.
But yeah, in the spring and summer, it's nice being out here when it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Like this weather is gorgeous. I mean, it's 66 degrees, but it's still not bad. It is pretty nice out here.
Yeah.
Like I'm in short sleeves and I'm not cold.
Yeah, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and very short pants that are like more like for workout shorts.
Yeah.
Regular shorts, and that's what I usually wear during the summer, like because I wear them constantly when it's like really hot and warm outside, and when it's like really warm.
Yep. Loving the spring. I'm cherishing it. Because before you know it, it's going to be gone. It's going to be winter again because summer's going to fly by. And then, fall is cool because I like all the colorful leaves. But then that's when it starts to get colder. And, yeah, I hate the cold. Like, legit, I hate it so much. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, once it gets to September, I'm kind of ready for some nice cool weather, like in the, 60s or even 70s, no more humid, hot, muggy weather. Because, I do honestly get annoyed with the hot, humid, muggy weather over time and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I think, honestly, I still think that cold weather is a million times worse. Because, like, it just gets so uncomfortable and you freeze to death. Oh, that's, like, I had to deal with that. And it's no fun. Then your hands get so red, your whole entire body and your ears are freezing cold. Like I hate that so much.
Yeah. Plus, like my hands start to feel numb, like I can't even feel anything.
Yeah, like exactly. Like even I bus stop in the winter. Like sometimes I have to like legit try to cover my whole entire face, and that makes me sweat. And that's uncomfortable. And I'm trying to keep myself warm, that still gets uncomfortable. It's a pain in the butt. Like as much as it can get really hot in the summer, at least it's better than winter where you're not freezing to death. And yeah, that could be really uncomfortable too. But I still think that winter is 1,000 times worse. Like it's awful.
Dish to store my spaghetti in the fridge.
I think we're gonna head inside now. We're gonna head back to my bedroom. I gotta clean up a little bit first, And then soon after that, I'm going to get the vacuuming ready. So, Jimmy, if you would like to do that as well, prepare your vacuum for when I get started, you can feel free to do that.
Yeah, I just need to put my spaghetti away in the fridge first, and I'm gonna plug in my phone for a couple minutes while I'm
Okay.
doing that. So yeah, just bear with me. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna plug it. I'm just gonna put the spaghetti in the dish to put in the fridge for leftovers. I'll be back.
Hang on a second, folks. I'm still cleaning up. Yeah, my rug was a little bit filthy, so I want to make sure I clean that before we get started. But I'm almost done.
Sorry, I just had to put away the dishes. So let me turn
Yeah,
my
it's fine.
camera.
I'm still cleaning up my area too, so yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah, kind of clean up because I got a couple of vacuums down, but I'm gonna move them out of the way. Yeah, I love my vacuums. They're awesome. So, this out of the way.
Here's our famous vacuum right here.
I got this vacuum plugged in already. I was using it to vacuum the hardwood floors.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do like this Shark Navigator dual clean power fins lift away.
Yeah, so my rug is pretty dirty again. I haven't vacuumed it since my live stream last week, surprisingly. So, yeah, we're gonna vacuum it tonight and see how much it picks up. Of course, I know it's gonna pick up a lot because this thing always picks up a lot of junk. With being how powerful it is, like there's no doubt it's gonna do a great job. So, yeah, we're gonna get started. Yeah, it's the Shark Rotator Liftaway Professional. It's honestly my favorite vacuum. I just really love it. It's really cool.
Lots of people in the vacuum community claim that Shark is garbage and they always prefer these old-fashioned director machines.
Like I know that Jimmy got rid of his, but not me. I'm keeping this. I honestly I couldn't live without this beautiful machine. It's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely do like Shark a lot. Yeah, because lots of people in the vacuum community are always into these old style director machines. Feel that. Plugging my phone. Yeah, I have my iPhone plugged in because it's at 10% remaining, so I need to plug it in for a bit.
No problem.
And I was
All
also
right,
gonna.
so I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. I was
Huh?
also gonna. Oh, sorry. I was also gonna say that lots of people in the vacuum community claim that Shark is garbage and that they prefer these old style direct air vacuums.
Look at all that. That's what we just picked up. Look at all that stuff in there. My rug is definitely filthy. This vacuum just cleans it so well. I'm telling you, this is a powerful beast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never getting rid of my Shark vacuums. I mean, unless if I give them away to somebody if I want to get a better one. But yeah, I gave the rotator, the one I used to have, to my dad because I wanted to get a dual clean version. So since I didn't really use it that much, I gave it to my dad. I mean, I liked it and stuff. I really enjoyed using it, but I just gave it to my dad because since he moved out and he wanted to do a Shark vacuum, so I gave that one to him for free.
Like, even when I do get the dual clean one, I'm still gonna keep the rotator. Make sure this is on properly. Yeah, like I said, I do plan on getting like the newer sharks, but even then, I still want to keep this shark here. Like because I love the shark. Water. Was thirsty. Really needed that. Okay, so my rug is gorgeous now. Only thing I have to do is clean the dang brush roll, get all that nasty hair out of there. That's one thing that I don't like is when after I there's always hair that's stuck on the frigging brush roll, so I have to take that off. I mean, it's not a lot usually the first time around, but let's say I do a lot of vacuuming and I don't clean the hair off, it's gonna build up to where more and more hair builds up on there. So I like to clean it every time, and then I just suck it all up afterwards with the hose.
My Shark Dual Clean has the anti hair wrap brush for design where it automatically removes the hair that's wrapped around the brush roll, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that'll be a cool thing when I get one, And it works well, huh? I love laptop. We can do long live streams now, boy.
Yeah, I have my phone plugged in because it's at 15%, so I'm going to leave it plugged in.
I think that's all the hair off the brush roll. I think we're all set with this thing. There's my brush roll. Look how clean it is. I made it look clean. Made it look really nice. And I hose and I suck up all Yeah, so yeah, this thing definitely has very strong suction, without a doubt. This thing can suck anything up. All right, let's wrap this up, put this away, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, with the fire alarm test, we're gonna start it in here because I have a different alarm this time.
So it's just going to be one vacuum for the stream.
Yes. These are now. I like using this one the most because the Navigator needs a new brush roll, and I can't take the head apart because it doesn't have the right. I don't have the screw bits for that one, so I have to just get a new head for that thing to have good bristles again. But this one I was able to take it apart and replace parts on it quite easily, so that's pretty good. So I think about the rotator, it has all Phillips head screws. The Navigator does not. At least the one I have doesn't. So we have a different fire alarm. I temporarily have a hold on. I temporarily have that there. So I'm gonna one off. Turn my fan on. Look how clean my rug is.
Cool.
Look, it looks really nice now. We vacuumed it.
What file do you have? What file do you have? You were breaking up.
I'm trying to go down.
Oh, it's the advanced.
Right there, we have a spectral advance. Yeah, and that's only temporary. I am gonna get another Commander 3. We're gonna put that one up there, but for now, until then, I have that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go downstairs to the basement and show you the little setup in there that I did. I changed some things.
I have a Spectral Classic that's in my room, and of course I have a Commander 3 that's in a room across from my room. We're going to keep the Commander 3 in the extra room for a while. So, but yeah, but it's a classic. It's like one thing.
Right, so we'll get it started. It's not going to be too terribly long because I have the neighbors upstairs, but it's going to be pretty brief. So, yeah. Here we go.
I have the Commander 3 up.
So what do you think of that?
That was pretty cool. How was my finals with the Commander and the Spectral Classic?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I know that wasn't perfect. It's kind of harder to carry the laptop around with the angles, so I apologize about that. But yeah, hopefully you like that new setup, and hopefully you think it looks good. I had to make some rearrangements. I did that yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I temporarily have the Advance in here,
Yeah.
but soon I'll have a Commander 3 back in here again, along with one on the back porch as well.
Yeah. I do plan on keeping the Commander 3 in the extra room across from my room for a while and staying with the Classic. But I do plan on adding a third file to the wall, but it'll be in my bathroom. And I'm definitely going to put a remote, which will be a Spectral Classic, system sensor S24 and C. Because I'm not going to up in the bathroom. I don't want to violate the code, even though it's my house. But I still prefer to have a remote strobe in my bathroom. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely do like the Classic a lot. It looks nice on the blue wall of my room.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Especially since it's got all my weather radios and my household smoking carbon monoxide. A good spot for it. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun live stream. So.
Yeah, I agree. It was a pretty good live stream today.
I got stuffed animal right here. How's that one?
Oh, cool. So yeah, Felicity Red folks. Yeah, by the way, we're gonna end the live stream here. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Turn the post notifications on to all. And yeah, don't forget, I'll be live next Saturday around the same time as today. A little earlier, maybe a little later. No, well, probably earlier if anything else. But yeah. So
yeah. Also, one more thing I do want to add is that you're never too old for stuffed animals, right?
Yeah, whatever you enjoy.
Yep.
So yeah, it's your Felicity Red Boy signing off, and we'll talk to you next Saturday evening around 6:30 p.m. or 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So yeah.
Cool.
Your Felicity Red Boy is signing off.
Bye, guys.